Hi everyone, this is Kathleen of American College Strategies, and today I'm on the campus of Tufts University in Medford, Massachusetts. We're really in a suburb of Boston. In fact, from this hill, and Tufts is on a hill, we could look back down into the city of Boston and see the high rises of downtown Boston. So I've had a great afternoon on this cold day, walking around with students from all over, looking at their options and possibly coming to Tufts University. And I want to tell you a little bit about what I found about Tufts to be really interesting. Tufts has a little over 5,100 undergrad students. So it is a really great size university, a real mid-size universities. And there are two colleges here. There's the College of Arts and Sciences and there's the College of Engineering. About 80% of the students are in the arts and sciences and only 20% in engineering. So what does it take to get here to Tufts? Tufts is a highly selective school. Their admission rate is 14%. That's the published rate. Their early decision admissions rate will be higher, but remember that early decision is binding, and if you're accepted, you must go and pull all your other applications away. And what are they looking at in a student? The data they're looking at is our high scores in the SAT are 1440 to 1550 with an ACT of between 31 and 34. But what you need to know, if you're doing the SAT, you must do 2 subject tests. If you're doing the ACT, you do not need subject tests, and that's important for you to understand. Additionally, while interviews are not required, you can request an interview, and usually your interviewer is an alum of the school. And I got to read a little about what an alum does and why they do it. They certainly love working with kids looking at Tufts, and they're really trying to find out who you are. They know your GPA, they know your scores. You don't need to talk to them about it. They want to find out what books you're reading, what you're interested in studying, what your passion is. That, in essence, is your voice. And admissions here really stressed how they look at applications holistically, data and voice. Data is what you have accomplished on your testing and your GPA. Your voice is who you are. So they want to know when you answer an essay who you are. Your grandfather may have influenced you and may have had a very strong influence on you, but they don't want you to write about your grandfather's influence. They want you to write about how his influence has changed who you are and how you're going to move forward with his influence. So once again, the stress is your voice. Your essay and your interview gives you the one chance you have to tell Tufts about who you are. I can't stress that more because many students forget about that. Aside from the one essay that everybody writes, there are 3 supplemental questions, one of them being why Tufts. It was really stressed that you should not answer because it's in Boston. They know it's in Boston. They want to know what you know about Tufts. Do you want Tufts because of a BFA, MFA program? Do you want Tufts because the engineering program only is 20% of the student body and it's really hands-on and very few students move out of the program because they simply love engineering and the engineering faculty want you to succeed? That would be a why Tufts. Tufts admissions told me that while they only have a very low acceptance rate, out of 100 students that apply, 75 are qualified. They could take all 75, but they can't. So remember, quality is important, your data, your GPA, your SAT scores, but your voice is something that's going to set you apart. As I was researching Tufts before I came to the campus, what I was really interested in was even their website. If you go on the Tufts website, and I encourage all of you not just look at admissions, but go deep into their website. I found it fascinating. It's one of the few websites that really gave me an in-depth view of students on campus and what they were doing. So there are 2 majors that really intrigued me. Computer science. If you want to major in computer science, you could either be in the School of Arts and Sciences or the School of Engineering. The difference, there's certain courses that you have to take, a little more math if you're in the engineering one, a little more art classes or humanities if you're in the arts and sciences. Another major that intrigued me was psychology. There's a BA in psychology or a BS in psychology. A BS in psychology is really linked to the neurons and how they affect how a human thinks. So you come from it from two different angles, and that gives you great opportunities on campus to look how I want to take my future, more on the science end or not. So a BA or a BS in psychology, or computer science and engineering, or the schools of arts and sciences. I was talking to a colleague after the information session and on a tour about my impressions of Tufts. And the information session given by Mr. Lopez, admissions officer, was very in-depth. Lots of information. You were kind of like blown away by the information. But what I came away with more than anything, but the real sense that this is a community of thinkers. I even got that when I was talking to tour guides. They really have embraced this intellectual community where people want to change the world, do things differently, investigate. Many students here double major and minor. It's unusual just to have one major. That is a community of thinkers, and that's what I want you to understand when you're considering Tufts. Remember, American College Strategies works with students all over the world. Tufts is a great school for many students, not for all students. But if you're looking at schools, I've been to over 200 campuses, and I continue to tour campuses every year. I would love working with you and let you find the schools that are fits for you. So give me a call, Kathleen at American College Strategies, and consider Tufts University.